Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name's Amanda. I'm so glad you're here. So today, I'm not gonna be here long. Allison has volleyball. So I'm gonna get this sanded and painted and see what else I can get done.
Yeah, I never met someone like you. Oh, to your mama, she a blessing. There's nothing that I would undo. We'll never hit Z and snooze on you. Always tryna show you something new to you. Only wanna treat you right, never leave your side. Always on my mind, I memorize, fantasize everything but you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm falling for you, sweetheart, girl. And your body got my eyes locked. Figure eight curves and I've been drifting like skirt. Baby, I've been craving for your girl. Smooth like silk in the minutes on heels. Let me be real for a second, you a little crazy. You 100 at will, you got that booty I built. No competition, nil, got me sweating like Bacardi. She a baddie, 조금 미쳐가. Picture perfect on a frame, Mona Lisa. If you're down, we could chill, we could go overtime. Over the morning, no for me, 아침 밥을 tryna 쓰니까. You steal, it's a crime. Damn girl, you're fine. When I'm with you, stars align. Yeah. Doesn't matter how you're gonna. You can lean on me like top pizza. Yeah, give me a piece of mind like you were Saint Teresa. But damn, you can also be a danger. 너무 위험해 like wild savannah. Playing with lava. Damn, nah, 더 이상 못 참아.
Like I said, I wasn't going to be able to be here long on this day. Allison had a volleyball tournament starting at 2 o'clock, and it was a few counties over across the mountain. So Alden was taking her, but I'm a mama first, and I'm always going to show up for my kids. So we went there. I actually take y'all along with us, and I talk to you just a little bit in the car, and then I'll show you just a couple of her serves. And then on the way back, we have a little overlook off the top of the mountain that I stop at and show you guys. And I know if you're local, this is old news, but there are a lot of you from all over the place, and I know a lot of you don't have the mountains and all that stuff, so I wanted to stop and show you guys that. If you're not interested in that, then it's going to be a pretty short video, as I don't get a whole lot done today. If you're here for it all, then come along with me the second half of the video and hang out with me for a little bit. When I took these strips down and went to fill these in, these gaps were huge above her doorway. I don't know what the difference was there than anywhere else, but when I went to sand these down, there was still a little bit of a dip. So I went ahead and filled that back in, and hopefully today I can get those done, as I'll be over there working again today. So this is really the only spot in the living room I've got left to do, and then it'll be on to the kitchen. We do have the family tree wall collage coming today, so that's exciting. I can't wait to get that up and to see what that looks like, because I think that's just going to add a little something, or a whole lot of something, to that wall.
Now can you tell me if we're just killing time? Just tell me what you're thinking of. Don't feel right. It's like I want us to go on, but not if we are done. Maybe all we're killing time. Maybe you're trying to be nice. Maybe you got something to hide, but so much better if I knew. We're killing time. We're killing time. Do you think I'm fragile? Can't take a blow? Then let me tell ya, got better things on hold. And in conclusion, if it ain't to be, don't spend a minute.
A lot of people have asked me where I've learned to do a lot of these things, and I'm definitely not great at any of it. I promise you, if you get up close, there are so many imperfections. I could point so many things out to y'all, and if I got up really, really close, you'd be like, that's terrible. But I actually race my kids in the house I was raised in. And it's an older house. It was just an old farmhouse, 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, and there was always a project. There was always something to do, whether I wanted it just for cosmetic or that it actually needed it. And a lot of it was just that it needed it. But when my parents bought it when I was 4, it needed work then. It's an old house, and I can remember being right alongside my dad a lot of the time while he worked on that house. So I did learn a lot from him. I picked a lot of it up. Not that I actually helped him, just I remember seeing him do things. So I guess that's where I get the love of remodeling and doing things like that. That is where, but like I said, it's not perfect. I promise I'm no good at measuring. I have to measure things so many times, and then I'm afraid to make the cut because I'm afraid it's gonna be too much of a cut. You can't put it back on. So I always measure, and I cut not enough just because I can keep cutting. But then my hand is so sore from cutting my friend's backsplash. It's so sore from cutting this flooring and just holding a paintbrush, and you just wouldn't believe how sore my hands are.
Don't feel right. It's like I want us to go on, but not if we are done. Baby, are we killing time? Maybe you're trying to be nice. Maybe you got something to hide.
I want to go ahead and read my devotional with you guys. It's a good one today, and I know I say at the end of the video that I'll put a picture up, but I just want to go ahead and read it. So it's struggling to pray. He is able to save forever those who draw near to God through him, since he always lives to make intercession for them. Hebrews 7:25. Do you ever sit down to pray and find yourself struggling to find the right words? You stumble over your words, your mind draws a blank, you want to be obedient by spending time with the Lord, but you don't even know where to begin. The good news is God intervenes for us in the midst of every type of struggle, including prayer. He's got our backs in times of pain and misery. Why wouldn't he be there for us when we want to converse with him? He will give us the words to say when we find ourselves lacking. In fact, he will even go beyond that and give you a form of communication that words can't express. When you find yourself searching for the right way to express what you want to say to God, do you know that he'll intercede if you allow him to? Spend some time sitting quietly and let him take the reins for you today. He knows your heart. That one touched me on so many levels because there have been times in my life that I've not been able to pray. There have been times of bitterness. There's been times that I was mad at God. I almost lost my dad in 2016, and I was so mad at God when my dad was in a coma for 2 weeks. We were just waiting on his heart to stop. I was so mad at God that I couldn't even talk to him. I would ask people to pray for me, but I couldn't do it myself. And I'm glad to know that when I don't have the words, he knows my heart. He knows how I feel. I honestly don't feel like he's mad at me during those times. I don't feel like he looks at me like, you can't even talk to me, you can't even pray. No, I don't feel like that's it at all. I feel like he knows how broken my heart has been at times, and I feel like he knows, even with a tear running down my face, he knows exactly what that tear means, and he knows exactly how hurt my heart is and how hurt your heart is. To me, prayer doesn't have to be this big elaborate thing. I feel like I can talk to him, straight to him, and it doesn't have to be a big elaborate prayer. I've just always felt like I could communicate straight to him, whether it be prayer or talking to him, or sometimes when I don't even have the words to say. He knows my heart. I know he cares, and I know he hears those tears because I felt him wrap his arms around me and hold me so many times when I couldn't even speak to him, when I didn't even deserve it. So if you're one that's struggling with that today, just know, if you're bitter or if you're in a place where you can't even pray, he knows. He knows your heart. He's not turned his back on you. He loves you, and he will wrap his arms around you and love on you big. But thank you guys so much for being here with me for the first part of this makeover. If you're not for just the everyday things, then I'll be back tonight or in the morning with today's progress. It should be pretty good, so stick around for that. But anyway, I love you guys so much. Remember, Jesus loves you too. And for those of you that are just here for the makeover, I'll see you guys tonight or in the morning. The rest of you, enjoy the rest of this video.
I can't believe that you came into my life. You made me feel again. Now it's my turn. You say you've always been a little bit shy. till they start to bleed. DJ, take it away.
We are on our way to Allison's volleyball tournament. We rode with Alden and we were about 10 minutes away, so I thought I would hop on here. I know there's not a lot of footage from today's, it's cutting my head off. I filled in a few spots of flooring around her sink and around her counters, and then there was still a dip above her bedroom door when I was sanding it, so I filled that again. I'm gonna let that dry good, and then I was trying to dry it with a hair dryer just to get it dry, but it didn't work, so I'm gonna have to let that dry and sand that down. She's going tonight to get new curtains in her living room, and she wants black, and I think that will look really good. But other than that spot above her bedroom door, I'm gonna get that sanded and painted. Then the living room's gonna be done. So I'm gonna see if I can find a before clip of it or picture, and if I can, I'll insert it here. But it looks so much better. It's just crazy that you walk in that house and it feels like a brand new home. Her bathrooms are so pretty, everything looks so good, and then the living room, it just looks, don't play music, you'll get me copyrighted. But it looks really good. And I know I've got like 1,000 new subscribers, and for all of you that are new, I'm Amanda. I have 4 kids. My oldest is married and she lives on her own with her husband, of course. They just bought a house. I have Reagan. She is not married but lives on her own. And then I have Kennedy and Allison. And how long is it before Kennedy goes to college? Yeah, in about a month, Kennedy's moving into ETSU, and she's playing softball there. She committed to play softball at ETSU, so we're so excited to see what her future holds. And then we have my little spoiled brat back here. My kids are like, you let her buy with way more, you love her more. And I'm like, I don't love her anymore. I love all of you the same. I love them all for different reasons. They're all unique in their own little person. I'm telling them I don't love you more. I mean, I probably do have a favorite depending on the day. I mean, you know, all of them can have their days. I do love all of them the same. It's kind of a different season of life for me because I'm 43, a kid that's married, and I'm only gonna have one left at home. And I guess I do let her buy with a little more, but I think at this point you see how fast it goes by and you soak it all up. It went by so fast, didn't it? And it's just like in a blink they're grown, and I mean, like, we could have grandkids at this point. That would be so fun. But yeah, Allison plays, she's 7th grade, but she is on varsity and JV, so she's got like back-to-back games all day. What is this? Is this just a tournament? Just a play day, scrimmage maybe? Yeah. So I think it's 3 different schools, so that'll be fun. And it is nice to take a break. I did work for a few hours this morning. I edited, uploaded a video, did all that, and I told Alden on the way over here, I was like, I don't have enough footage, and they love these daily videos, so I'm just gonna get on here and talk a little bit and answer some questions. So anyway, some of the I've had so many people message me and say, will you travel, will you come here and here and here and here? I mean, like, my inbox is full and I haven't even read them all. And what I'll say to that is, if you're from Hawaii and you want to pay my plane, like put me on a plane and send me to you, I'm there, we're down for it. No, I have obligations at home. You know, I have kids and I have to be home every night. And it would be cool to do it if it was drivable, or maybe an overnight stay, like if it was a one-day project maybe, that would be kind of cool. But other than that, maybe, I don't know. What do you think about that? Maybe somebody wanted to send me somewhere to do something like that. Would you be supportive and like watch Allison and do what you could for me?
Sure.
You'd want rid of me. You'd get rid of me. That's why you want me gone.
Party Central.
Party Central. You gonna party?
That means we're gonna have to cook our own supper.
Yeah. How do you feel about that, Allie? Would you want me to go somewhere and do projects for anybody?
You can still be the
You would go with me? She's helpful sometimes, especially when I need wallpaper peeled off. So I cannot get that off the back. So my plans are now is to move on into the kitchen She has some Beyond Paint ordered, and I know a lot of people are giving different suggestions on what color, but we've already ordered the color. Like, we have it all, so we're just gonna do what we have. She's got the black for the tile that trims out the counters. The counters we're leaving alone because they're good. And we're painting the cabinets, maybe 2 different colors. So we haven't got cabinet paint yet. So if you have any suggestions on that, send us those. What color you think would look good on bottom and top. But I think she's gonna go with grays. And I don't know, we'll see. Her walls are gonna be super light gray. Y'all seen that tornado gray. And I know a lot of you are new. If you haven't watched this series since day 1, go back and watch those and see the befores and afters. I'm not a professional by no means. I have no idea what I'm doing. I have to ask Alden, I have to ask my dad, I have to have my dad cut me things, Jim, you know, and Heather helps so much, and my aunt's worked her butt off too, and Jim has to, and everybody just pitches in and helps me and supports me. And Alden, he came and put the handles on at Leslie's, and he did complain about it a little bit. But I'm so blessed to have people in my little tribe that will watch my kid or run her to volleyball practice while I'm working, because they know I've worked so hard this month to do what I'm doing. I always said from the beginning, if this is what God wanted me to do, He would bless it or block it. I've always said bless it or block it. And every time I've asked for, you know, guidance or am I doing the right thing or wrong thing or anything like that, He's always just led me here. So that's what I'm going to continue to do until He says stop. And if He ever says stop, I'm gone. But until then, I love it. I love doing what I'm doing. I love helping people and putting a smile on their face. And when they're not able, because like they said, when they called me and said, hey, I was doing my mom's kitchen. So my aunt called me and was like, hey, would you come over, blah, blah, blah. And she said she did offer to pay me too. She said, would you, do this and help us out? We've got all this stuff and we just ain't really able to do it on our own. And I was like, sure. So that's how that came about. But anyway, I'm so grateful to have everybody supporting me, all of you watching, all of your comments. Y'all are so funny. And we're not for everyone. We have a sense of humor. We cut up, we laugh and joke all day, every day, and that's just what we do. And I know some people are like, you're mean to Heather, no, she knows. We are so funny. But I have several jobs, a lot of jobs lined up, and I'm not going to push myself. I'm just going to take it a day at a time, and we'll see where God leads me and where this goes. But thank you so much for watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. I'll insert a picture of the devotional here so y'all can see that. But I love you. Remember, Jesus loves you too, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay, go, sir.
Here in the waiting, wandering and fading, I know there is something more than this. I think I am ready for doing some changing. Oh God, there is something more than this. You can have all the world. Shining light, live a life that shows through the darkness, a fire burning in the night, be a hope for the world so broken, be a friend to the lonely, the joy that He showed me, make the broken